What's up guys, and welcome to STC Investing. Today we'll be taking a look at the overall portfolio, how it's been performing, and a few stocks that I've added to it. Starting off at the 1 day mark, we can see that we're negative. 1 week, we're in the green. 1 month, 3 month, and year, all of those are in the green, and 1 year is pretty much the same as all time. Here we can see how the portfolio was quickly growing, and we had this huge spike here, and then it started trending sideways. So no one really knows what's to come in the stock market, but I'm hoping that it'll continue to go up. Of course, my largest position is Tesla, and here we can see Tesla's performance graph. It looks pretty similar to my overall portfolio graph, and that is of course because my largest position is Tesla. Coming back over here, we have SPHD, which I added 2 shares of. SPHD is a monthly paying dividend stock that pays about 15 cents per share in dividends per month. So every month I'm going to get 15 cents from each share that I have of this stock, and I currently have 4 shares. I believe I have had more of this stock in the past, but I sold a few of my position in SPHD and other stocks to go pretty heavy on Tesla. But now I'm looking to get back into some dividend stocks to get those dividends coming into my portfolio. It's always a nice notification to see on my phone having a few dividends come in from different stocks that I own, and SPHD is definitely a favorite of mine. Main reason for that is because it has low volatility. I have a little bit of trouble saying the word, so excuse me guys on that. So basically all that means is that this stock goes up and down, not a lot or not too much. So it's overall pretty safe compared to a lot of stocks out there. And SPHD is actually made up of 75 different stocks or companies, and they're made out of the 75 highest dividend yielding securities, and they're all low volatility. Coming back to the main page, now we're taking a dive into MAINE. MAINE is also a monthly paying dividend stock, and I currently have 5 shares, 3 of which I added today, as you guys can see here. And MAINE also pays out a monthly dividend, and the dividend for MAINE looks to be 20 cents per month per share. So it is really good, but I don't know too much about it. And in terms of risk, I think myself and anybody else that has a little bit of MAINE is possibly taking a larger risk with MAINE compared to SPHD. Just because SPHD is made up of different shares, so your money is technically diversified pretty well, whereas MAINE, you just have your money in one company. So based on that, I would recommend SPHD over MAINE, but I really like the dividend MAINE pays out. It's I think it even shows the percentage right here. Dividend yield 8.22%. As we can see, SPHD, what's the percentage? Where is it? Right here. 5.66. So typically, if it's closer to 5 or under 5, that's a little bit better. It's honestly there's quite a bit of research out there on dividend stocks, and one thing that I found is that if the dividend yield is too high, then that's a little red flag there. But it's still a good stock. It's still a good stock to have, so that's why I have it, and the earnings look pretty well and pretty consistent. So overall, I think it's pretty safe. Coming back to the investing portfolio here, where's the stock that I've added? Well, I guess I'll just come over to messages, and yes, the other stock that I've added is Apple. Actually, let me take a look here. So Apple, I bought 1 share of Apple, and I haven't really gone too much into Apple, but I think it's something I should have in my portfolio, and I think it's something honestly everybody should have because they were founded in 1976. And as you guys may know, Apple is still around today and they're doing extremely well. Always coming out with the latest tech, pretty good stuff overall. And something I didn't know is that they actually pay out a dividend, 0.71. I think they pay a quarterly dividend, which is pretty good. I do like a monthly paying dividend stock, but the dividend on Apple is actually pretty good. And what is the percentage? Does it show it? Oh, well, the 71. So as you can see here, so I actually considered Apple to be a growth stock, but it pays out a dividend. So that's pretty good. You kind of get the best of both worlds with Apple. So I'm looking to add a few more Apple shares to my portfolio and looking how that performs relative to all the other stocks I have. Don't get the wrong idea, guys. I have access to fractional shares, so it looks like I have a bunch of stocks, but I realistically, on some, I only own a few, like a fraction of a share of each stock. It's pretty much like a few dollars into each share. My largest position is, of course, Tesla, so that's where I have the majority of my funds. And something else that I've added to my portfolio, as you guys can see here, is options. I haven't touched on options. I do want to come up with a video on options so you guys can see how my trades have done, and something that no one is talking about regarding options. So I'm going to release that in the next video and show you guys how it's been playing around with options. So yeah, you guys will be able to see that in the next video. But besides this, it looks like this is all the news I have for you guys. Stay tuned for that next video. Greatly appreciate you guys watching this video, and if you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe.